Chili dogs. Hey guys, what's up? It's the Epic Player 90 here, and we're back for the NR2003 ShopRite Series Season 2004 UAW-GM Quality 500 at Charlotte. We all know this track's a dead center. Last year, we didn't even make it one turn before we had a caution on lap one. So, Sergi Thompson has a 122-point lead, but that could easily go away. The top 10, I would say, are the most realistic contenders for this championship. Maybe Grogu, I'm not sure. Everyone else, I don't think, really can catch up. Here's everybody else. Luke Anderson coming off 4 straight DNQs. Can he come back after being like 13th for a long time? Just, oh my gosh, 67 laps of heck. All right. All right. All the single digits made it. Who DNQ'd? Donald Wilson DNQs. And that's pretty much the only... Oh, James Carson with the DNQ. That's a bad one. Well, rip to him. The pole goes to Ricardo Vega, his 6th of the season. Thompson up in 4th. Okay. That's something to watch out for. I mean, he's in the outside lane. Chris Vrabel's on the bottom. Byron is also on the bottom. Smith. Like, they're toward the back, but you all know anything can happen at this track. Because, I don't know, this track is just insane. Alright. Coming to the green flag, Ricardo. I did edit the drafting distance, so they tried not to wreck up as much. But I just hope it doesn't affect it too bad. Green flag comes out for Ricardo Vega. Let's see if this good pole run doesn't end up as a automatic collapse for him, because he always has bad luck when he has good runs. Vega holds the lead as they go onto the backstretch. Clean so far, thank God. Young Zena gonna push him as they head into 3. Vrabel gonna get around Sergi Thompson here. Try to gain some points. Byron's also moving up the field along with Jet Meme. Smith falling back. So is Eric Drew. Rutherford, who won the Coke 600 earlier, is also moving up on the bottom. No wrecking. I think that drafting distance thing actually helped. Oh, finally. Y'all know how bad Charlotte was last time. Now they're starting to string out the ones that got past them in the front. Ozart in the back as well. Not good for him. He needs to get back up to the bottom. Thompson might have a lane here. Has to check up Rhodey. Oh, they made contact. Yeah, almost got spun there. And Thompson is going to get still stuck on the outside. As there goes Rutherford to the inside. Thompson trying to get to the bottom. But he can't do it. He's trying to get to the bottom. He is just not getting allowed. Not getting to the bottom. They're not letting him. Rutherford's able to get around him. Byron, Meme, and Chris Vrabel have gotten around him. Zhang Zena takes a lead as they're starting to run away with the pack. Eric Drew now getting to the bottom of Sergi Thompson. Thompson getting shuffled completely. Tom Sloan, his teammate, trying to come up in points. Now he's on the inside. Let's see if he'll pass his own teammate. The next contender probably back here is Smith, who's just starting to try to get to the inside, but Lolo's Art is behind him as well. And Art is up there in points as well. There goes Art to the bottom. Thompson still getting shuffled in the back. I'll keep the tab on his position right there. He's sitting 17th at the line. Zena holds the lead. Vega behind him in 2nd. James Meteor running 3rd. This is the track where he debuted and made his debut last year in the Coke 600. Kyle Revingston going to the inside of him for 3rd. Jet Meme now trying to... He's going to get a huge run, immediately take the 4th position. Chris Vrabel coming, Luke Anderson after those 4 DNQs is like, I got enough rest, I'm coming back, going for a top 5 finish. Eric Drew, now they're all starting to string out. Thompson's still stuck on this outside groove. Art's almost gotten to him. Gary Smith's all the way in the back here in 38th. Got to start doing something as Thompson's nearly getting shuffled to the back as there's Art, gets moved to the outside lane. This is way better compared to before. Vega continuing to hold the lead. Kyle Revingston takes the 2nd spot. Jet Meme now moving up to 3rd. while Christopher Abel trying to do something no other sign-up has done before, and that's to win. To surpass Eric Drew in the all-time wins chart. He's tied with him right now at 8, looking for his 9th win of his career and 7th of the season. Drew has had a terrible year compared to last year. He only has 2 wins, and he's right now 8th in the standings, like 360 points back. So he needs to start doing something. By the way, Thompson's almost 30th, so not good. Drew's in 17th. That's what I was looking for. Revingston going for the lead. He'll take first place in front of Vega on lap number 9 here. Asher Byron moving up, and so is WBR looking to sweep Charlotte after getting his first career win in the Coke 600. Sloan going to the inside of, trying to get to the inside of Pep Drew for the 15th spot. And it looks like Sergey Thompson finally has gotten to use the bottom lane. He's all the way back in the 29th position. He's going for 28th though on Logan Revler. Revler is not letting it go easy as the 21 had to check up a lot. But there goes the 1, slides up. 21's going to take the spot here. Yo, 1's not letting he's not being able to run away. They're starting to reel him back in. Vega wants his lead back to show everyone that these poles are not a fluke. He always has bad luck when he has good runs. Will he turn that today? He's like 30th in the standings with just 4 top 10s, but could have way more if he didn't wreck all the time. Jet Meme takes the 2nd position as now Sergey Thompson gets to use the inside lane to his advantage. We got Landon Weeks still running comfortably mid-pack. Asher Byron getting shuffled to the outside lane along with Ricardo Vega. Christopher Abel and now Winford Bradford Rutherford up into the 4th and 5th positions as they try to reel in Kyle Revingston, who has talent on these cookie cutter tracks, won at Atlanta in the preseason 25. Not going to be easy having drivers that have already done a full season of this nonsense. 3 wide back there. Byron Sauter and Jerry Drive, but they keep it clean. Remember, Revingston's a rookie. Don't underestimate the retardation of this series. Drivers can wreck, flip on an apron. Do anything, honestly. As here comes Thompson starting to slowly move up. He's going to get back into top 25 if he gets around the 86 here. And that he will. So he's starting to slowly move up. But now is this gap just way too big to try to get the points back on the 18 who's 3rd in points. Rutherford's not too far behind him. Jetme and Grogu and Drew need a good run like this. Comes Pep Drew looking to the inside of Luke Anderson for the 11th position. Oh, look at WBR going to the inside of the 18. That's for the 4th spot. Xena pushing Jet Meme to the hardest he can. He's going to go to the inside. Maybe he's faster than the 17. Fastest lap of the race is WBR. At a 27.0, almost flat. I wonder how bad that beats the record. By over a second. Great. Almost 2. Rutherford takes the 3rd position away from the 17 as the 18 is now getting passed by the 20 and 23. We got a blown up engine and JoJo coming in. So that's unfortunate, but he'll finish in last place. He'll be the only car to be out of the race. 17 laps in. Thompson's moved up to 23rd. So always got to keep that 21 on alert because you can start moving up at any given moment. And all these precious points the 17, the 18 have right now could be gone in a minute. The 10 looks like his main problem in that engine was a camshaft. So the 99 and 30 again with a 3 wide pass. This time on Jet Meme, who's fallen all the way back to 2nd to outside the top 10 in the span of just 2 laps or 3 laps. Got Asher Byron and Eric Drew coming in hot. Remember, Byron got his first win in this particular race last year. So what, can he go two in a row? You don't know yet. We still got a long ways to go. Rutherford is going to take the second spot, looking strong to try to catch the 0-1 here, but the Zero is able to clear him on the high lane. Pontiac's running 1-2-3, a rare sight. Pontiac hasn't been the greatest manufacturer in the series, probably the worst performing. As I'd say the best performing ball has been Chevy. We got Dario Sanchez coming in. Looks like he had an unscheduled stop here for the 49. He's going to come back out, but not going to be really a hindrance toward anybody is. The 32 is able to get around the Zero. And now Gavin Grogu, Chris Frabel, and Ricardo Vega looking like the main competitors here for the lead early on in the race. Oh, Dario Sanchez is going to come out in front of the 21. Going to slow down the 21 and looks like the 31 of Colin Cropley a little bit. I wonder what his stop was for. Eric Drew now trying to move up into the top 10. We got Vega trying to get around the 18 for fourth. He slid him up pretty badly. It looks like they got separated a little bit somehow. 23 wasn't able to get around him as Rutherford tries to reel in Kyle Revingston. Revingston having a problem with DNQing races. I don't know why, but he has really good talent, especially on these cookie cutter tracks. But he's already announced that he's moving down to Whole Foods next year, so this is just going to be. These are just lame duck races. He's moving down for Able Family Racing in the Whole Foods Series, driving a number 3. As the ShopRite number 3 next year will be driven by Harry Oddball for the same team. Oddball coming up after winning the Whole Foods Series championship earlier this season and earlier this year. Because here comes Gavin Grogu trying to get to the inside of Rutherford. On caution, free for a while. That's crazy. Whoa, Aiden Johnson and Landon Weeks in the back almost made a little contact there. Noel's pretty far back, and so is Arton Smith. Why are they so far back? Sleeper alert, here comes Sergi Thompson. He's caught up to Asher Byron here for the 20th position. They're getting slowed down by Jeffrey Chevin, the 5. And 21 gets forced up into the high lane. That's going to allow Colin Cropley to close in. Dario Sanchez staying on pace despite having that unscheduled stop. He's running 41st, 2 laps down right now. As he's right now racing the 48 of Jimmy Reed in the round 16, who's in the 16th position. Grogu going to the inside of Rutherford. 32 slides way high coming off 2. And the 20 is going to be able to get that easy spot. Can Grogu catch the 0-1 who's had a pretty good run since taking the lead away from Vega? Vega staying in the 5th spot. Hasn't had that unlucky moment come to him yet. Elvin Bronze here getting a push from Adam Beverly as he gets around Jim Sales for 23rd. Gary Smith starting to move up. He's in 27th right now. We got a unscheduled, unless this is actually, I think this is actually scheduled. Zhong Zina coming in from the top 10. Josh Turner is going to come in with him. I was going to say Lolo's Arts all the way back here as well, in 29th. Noel is back here. And Noel won this at this track. He's won the Coke 600. He won it last year. We got a couple of other cars pitting. Looks like ORT Racing's coming in. And a ton of other guys. So this is the big group. Sergi Thompson's in this group. And so does the leader, Kyle Revingston. The leader is now Gavin Grogu in the number 20. 27 laps complete in the 2004 UAW-GM Quality 500. Definitely a name change coming next year. Kelvin Braun slid way up into the 7 there. I wonder what's going to work, the undercut or the overcut. The 20 comes in. Looks like Dario Sanchez wants to get a lap back. No one else is staying out. Smith gained a ton on pit entry there. Here's everybody coming in. So pit So Dario Sanchez is the only one running around right now that hasn't picked because he did that weird unscheduled stop before. The Remington came out, so it's going to be interesting seeing who comes out first in this long pack. Zena's going off already there, along with Josh Turner, who we should see in a few minutes. That's Sanchez. I don't know where the 42 is. Who cares? There he is. Right, Grogu's coming out already, so I don't know if Revingston was able to catch back up. I wonder if this overcut might have worked. Is that the 01? It is the 01. Never mind. It worked. I think. Where's Kyle? Kyle! Wait, did it work? The overcut might have... Oh, there goes Kyle. Kyle Revingston holds the lead. Rutherford cycles out into second place. But we're not even halfway through. There has to be at least one more of these stops. Revingston, Christopher Abel right now technically has the lead, but now it looks like the 01 just took it back. There he goes. Let's see where all these guys cycled out. Asher Byron lost 6 spots in that cycle. Thompson getting shuffled back. Looks like Adam Beverly had the best pit cycle. He's already up to the 12th spot. Another good cycle. Jerry Drive moved up to 4th. Good for him. As looks like WBR is closing in on Kyle Revingston. I wonder if the 01 is just playing it conservative here because he gained a lot. And here comes Rutherford for the lead. Looking for his second win of the season, coming again at the same track in which he got his first. Side by side as they come off turn number 4. Revingston prevents the 32's bonus points as they keep going for at least one more lap. Landon Weeks out there in the distance. Rutherford will finally take the lead away as that's going to allow Gavin Grogu and Jerry Drive to start closing in. I'm going 206, 207 for a brief moment down the backstretch. Sergi Thompson right now, I'll keep the tab on them. He's right now just outside the top 20. Revingston right behind the 32. And it looks like Thompson was able to etch back into the top 20. The fastest lap is Thompson. Wow. Sergi Thompson showing people that he's not to be forgotten with the fastest lap of the race thus far, running in the 20th position. Get a lap of 27.050. Asher Byron and Jerry Smith and Lolo Lazar not having a good day. Most of the other contenders, though, are capitalizing on this opportunity of Thompson running midfield. Revingston right on the back bumper of the 32. They have Landon Weeks coming up in a few laps to deal with as lap traffic. Will the 86 be a nuisance or will he be a normal lap car? Nothing's normal in this series. Jerry Drive takes 3rd place. Zhong Zina behind him in 5th. As we get a long flyby because I'm on the pace car cam. Thompson going to the inside of ORT Racing for, I believe, 19th. Asher Byron all by himself. In 23rd, he's pretty far back. They've caught up to Landon Weeks. Now, what will the 86 do to these guys? Will they easily get around him, or is he going to prevent them? So he slows them down a little bit. Oh, slow down a ton. Here comes Drive. Weeks stays on the outside. He's going to allow everyone to get shuffled back, but he's going to get to the inside. And I wonder if he's going to be on pace to start messing with these guys. He's right now running 41st, well, last place on track because JoJo had that engine problem. He's going to stay on pace. Drive, trying to go to the inside of the 86. But no, he's not. That's going to allow him to he's going to have to get slowed down even more because of that. As Rutherford continues to hold the lead, Drive and Grogu to the inside of the 86, and that's going to allow Zhong Zina to catch up. The next lap car is Shelby Howard, who they should catch up in a few laps. And we got Josh Turner and, yeah, whatever after that. Ricardo having a not great strategy. Looks like he came out just outside the top 10. Revingston can't get around the 32, but Drive is catching him. Drive looking for his first career win. Drive looking for his first career win in his 58th start. He debuted at the Virginia 500 last year. He finished 29th in the standings. He's going to get to the inside of Kyle Revingston to take away the second spot. Howard's coming up. And here comes Grogu. Zena's trying to close in too. Zena is closed in to a gap of less than 1.5 seconds. Howard's a little like half a second off the pace, but he should be able to catch back, stay with them if he's able to get in the draft. He might be able to. He's gonna probably try to block the leader so he doesn't get passed by weeks. These top four looking like they ran away. Zena's having trouble keeping up. Jerry Drive taking the lead on lap 41 potentially, side by side. And the 99's gonna clear him. Grogu going for third. Drive takes a lead as they come up on the 27. Grogu's able to hold off the third spot. Xena closes into second and 3/10. As sixth place and more are 4 seconds behind the 99. Drive trying to get to the inside. Howard says, "No way, I'm blocking you." Will Howard be able to hold this lead lap run? Drive's going to get around to the bottom. Going to allow the 20-01 to catch up, though, to the slowing down for the side-by-side. Next lap cars are Josh Turner and Dario Sanchez, but I think they're going to have to pit before they get to them. Lap 44. Gavin Grogu's going to move Shelby out of the way. His Drive holding the lead. Rutherford trying to get it back to him. Oh, we got a pass for lappers in front of him. Sanchez and Turner having a little battle for the 38th position. Wow, Luke Anderson probably had the worst pit cycle problem ever. He's back in 33rd now, as he was able to get around the 40th. Cameron Regal. Hart's moved back up to 25th. Byron's back in 24th. Smith in 23rd. Thompson's 21st, battling Kelvin Bronze. Means back in 19th. Sloan's in 14th. Eric Drew's been able to move up to 7th. Chris Frable's running 6th. Dario Sanchez comes in the pit. Looks like he's on a really weird strategy compared to everybody else. Rutherford going for the lead. Really weird pass attempt there as the 99 decided to try to use a Kyle Larson Homestead high vibe. And the Rutherford will hold the lead. So this is where the pit cycle should happen. And this should be the final pit stop. I don't think they're going to have a 20-lap thing. I'm not sure if they're going to have to pit again after this. So, I'll come down to this cycle. Dario Sanchez pit like 3 laps before everybody else. They should be pitting around lap 50, lap 51 maybe. Drives closing back in on that 32 as they come down the backstretch. He's going to try to go to the inside. Little pass coming into turn 3 and 4. Side by side. 32 looking for a run on the high lane. Zena's closed into within a second. But now he's got Shelby Howard right in front of him, so he's got to get around him first. As we got a little battle for 6 going on here, by the way. We got Eric Drew, Josh Drake, and Christopher Abel all battling for 6 as they've just shuffled around Landon Weeks. We got Jimmy Reed behind him not too far back. Drew's trying to get around Chris just to gain points on him. They've caught up to Josh Turner with, now it's 19 laps to go. Around the 42, it's going to route slow up. The 42 decides to go all the way down to make him slow down a lot. Here comes Grogu and Revingston. Xena trying to gain as much time. He hasn't been able to keep up with them if they're in clean air. Revingston doing some weird outside thing, but he's going to be able to get around him. The Drive now holding the lead again. And Rutherford catch back up. They've been swapping the lead, but Drive has been the better car once he gets out in front. He's been able to hold the lead for longer. Sanchez is out doing laps already after the cycle, so it should come down to any one of these laps that they should start to pit. Looks like we got Jerry Smith and Asher Byron and Art trying to catch back up to the pack to challenge Thompson, as Smith has already reeled in the 23 of Vega, who's fallen all the way back to 22nd. Howard and Turner battling for 38th. Drive holding the lead here, but can he hold it enough, or is he not being safe enough with his fuel situation? I know they're going to have to pit one more time. I know it. Smith going to the inside of Vega for 22nd. That's going to allow Byron to close in. He's charging to try to catch the 21 to get at a tiny point gain. Remember, Thompson did stay out. I mean, sorry, what am I talking about? There hasn't been a caution in this race. I don't know what I'm talking about. He was qualified up in front, but got shuffled back, and since hasn't gone back to the front. Started to spread out again, especially that little group that was challenging the 18. The 18 is closing in, by the way, in case you haven't noticed. Remember, he was 4 seconds before? He's closed into 2.5. Revingston looked to the inside of the 20 of Gavin Grogu. He will take the 3rd spot, and Xena's now finally closed in to try to pass one of those guys. I think they're going to have to pit sooner or later as they're slowing down to 28. They're second off their best lap paces as they hit lap 54. Drive trying to hold the lead in front of Rutherford, who's trying to sweep this track as he won the Coke 600 earlier this year. And a win here would definitely boost him up in the points to try and take the points lead. He was so close to taking it before a few races ago, but he couldn't get to Thompson. Drive was able to get a way better turn there than 32 as they start lap 55. Uh-oh, here it starts. Ricardo Vega comes in, and here's the big cycle. Eric Drew, Josh Drake, Joan Zenit, Ricardo Vega, and Elliot Monroe all come in, and a couple other guys, Cameron Regal and Aiden Johnson. Here it comes. Looks like Drive and Rutherford gonna pit. It's gonna all come down to this last stop. Anyone staying out? I doubt it. All gonna come down to this last stop. I don't think anyone is staying out. Oh, we got a couple cars staying out unless they were lappers. Looks like it's Tom Sloan gonna stay out to lead a lap for some 5 bonus points. Jet Meme behind him. Jerry Smith in this group going for 3rd. Colin Cropley's in that 3rd spot. Art. So it looks like these guys are going for a daring strategy here. Try to get a bonus point. Good thing for Sloan is he needed those bonus points. So that made sense. Thompson looks like he's already coming out. Actually, no, he came in that group. Dang. He came a lap late. Oh, he didn't. Never mind. Drive was able to get out in front of the 32 by a pretty wide margin, as the 32's all the way back with the 01 and the 20, and the 0 is just nowhere to be seen. So Drive's all by himself. Sloan comes in, so he's actually the leader right now currently. Actually, no, it's Jet Meme. So even Jet Meme got bonus points because he was able to. His pit cycle was his stall was after the 4. So I believe Drive's gonna cycle out, but can he hold the lead for 10 plus laps on Rutherford? Be interesting here, as he should be the leader next lap. I think, not completely sure. Yeah, I think he's the leader. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. You got a pretty big gap on Rutherford. Dang, Xena was able to get around the 01 and the 20. What the heck? And Drive is indeed the leader. He has got a pretty fat gap on Rutherford, a 1.5 seconds back as they have 10 laps to go. Time for the Rutherford to start hard charging. Christopher Abel cycled back out in 8th. Looks like Drake and Reed were able to get out in front of him. Tom Sloan and Jet mean back to where they were, but looks like Byron was able to get around Thompson. Byron getting out one spot in front of Thompson. Art and Smith lost ground. Not good for them. Drive starting to catch back up to Dario Sanchez. I wonder if he's going to be lap traffic. Because he's gaining time on Rutherford. Rutherford isn't doing anything. What a great performance by the 99. He's had a mediocre... I mean, this season hasn't been mediocre. He's like 14th in the standings, but last year he was weird. He was terrible last year. He's easily going to get around the 49. Thompson trying to catch Byron here. Byron's just trying to run away from the 21 to gain more points. The 4 and the 17, though, with those precious bonus points is what's going to help them, though, in the end. They needed those bonus points. Smart decision by those guys, I'm not going to lie. As Jerry Drive continues to pull away from Rutherford. It's crazy, man. Intense battle for third goes on. Rutherford now is caught up to Dario. Is the 49 going to stop the 32 from racing? I mean, he gained 2/10 there, but I don't think it's going to be a lot. And it looks like the 49 is going to hold up the 32. Drew gets around Christopher Abel for the 8th spot. Shelby Howard's running with them on pace. Jerry Drive has 5 laps left before his first career victory in what could be one of the craziest races. This track, I think, can't believe I fixed it. It's been a great race. No race in ShopRite Series history has gone caution-free. We are 5 laps away from getting that done. 4 laps left in this caution-free race thus far. We've had races with 1 caution. We've had 3 of those races. But none of them have been caution-free. Thompson's closing in on that 6 car. Can he gain those points back on him? Next track's Martinsville, so we're going to get back to the same old, same old. Rutherford gained a little bit, but he needs a huge monster charge from these 2 cars behind him if he wants to catch back up. Here comes Gavin Grogu to take the 2nd position. 2 laps to go at Charlotte. Revingston's going to get around the 32. Xena closing in as well. These same 5 cars have been out in front. 32 is faltering, though, when he needs it the most. He is leading the series in top 10s, though, but doesn't have a lot of top 5s. Only had 5 entering this race. Could get a guaranteed 6th here if he can just keep going. Grogu moves up to 2nd, but final lap. 1 lap to go at Charlotte for Jerry Drive. Having one of the greatest performances of his career. He sits 14th in points. He's been waited so long for that first career victory. He comes into turns 3 and 4, and this has never happened in the history of the ShopRite Series. I'm so happy I switched it. Great race. Jerry Drive will get his first career win in a caution-free race at Charlotte. The first ever race to go caution-free. What a day. Thompson wasn't able to get around the 6 of Byron. Just wait for everyone to pass by. Everybody. I think that's it. Yep. Great race. Great race for Drive. Gets his first career win. What the heck? Never mind. Drive leads a league. Look, he started in 34th. What a charge. 13 lead changes, led 24 laps. So Christopher Abel also got bonus points. And there's that only one car out, JoJo being out due to that engine issue on lap 14. So good. Grogu led that one lap, so it's good bonus point. But I don't know what this is. I don't know why it says Thompson has a 111-point lead. I mean, he finished mid pack. Christopher was only top 10. I think it's because everybody else closed in. Drive moves to 12th with that victory. Grogu moves up into the top 10. He has a win, mind you. He won the Bristol night race, and he has 8 top 5s and 9 top 10s. Ignore that. And here's everybody else. Rutherford has 17 top 10s. Wow, Fred with only 6 DNFs? How is he this far down? Well, only 6. That gave a lot of laps to drive there. Yeah, he's 51. Kelvin Bronze has a win at Las Vegas, but I think those laps he led at Las Vegas were the only ones he's led all season. He has only 6. That is insane. Laps led counter. Chris Frabel still destroying everyone in that category. And here's everyone else as we go down. Kyle Revickson moves to 27th. Reese Brown down to 28th. What the heck? Cameron Regal falls down to 30th. Ricardo Vega's back in 31st. Never mind, he had 1 top 5 and 3 top 10s. I thought it was 2 top 5s and 4 top 10s. Vega trying to close in on Aaron Abel to pass him for the lead wave award. Dario Sanchez is 43rd in the standings. Landon Weeks, that was his 12th race he's made all season. Excuse me. And there's everybody. Everybody has a DNF, mind you. All right, the points battle is just on that much tighter, and we got the Old Dominion 500 at Martinsville coming up. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.